The office where you check in at, or a pay station if you come in after hours. This is the 101 right out here. Camping is on the west side of the road. So the signage here, the office, Saturday and Sunday, they're open 11 to 12 and then 2:30 to 4. There's a day use right here. Do need a Discover Pass in this park. When you take a right out of the parking lot from the office, I'm walking. The camp host, their site there is on duty. Looks like there's a couple sites. There's a bathroom. Sites 50 to 54 to my left. There's a little field. Some extra parking here. All the sites are standard in the parks. Fire pit. Actually, this trip there's no campfires. It's really dry. You can see by the brown grass. 67. And then 68 is right next to the toilets. I'm going to say that's probably not an ideal site to have. Site 73. This is right next to ours. Back in. That's got a nice flight spot. 75. Right next to it. Pretty much in the shade. Pro of it is you're next to this empty little field here. I'll probably walk the sites tomorrow after everybody checks out, but there's no privacy between any of the sites here. This campsite 75. Look at you guys getting all settled in. Some new equipment we got. Saw these on Costco, so they're insect fans. So pretty lightweight, USB, turn them on, like little plastic fans. They keep the insects away, and this works. So yesterday when we were eating dinner, we had bees coming by to say hi, see what we were having for dinner, and we put these on and they stayed away. So thumbs up on those. Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. We're starting off 2025 with a car camping trip into Potlatch State Campground. It's north of Shelton. I'm going to walk the campsites. Checkout time here is 1, so it's about 11:45. A lot of people have left, so I'm going to do the best I can. Site 83. Like Site 83, this is the campsite's back off the road and nice flat for here. Is neighboring to Site 84. These two sites actually have a little bit of privacy between the sites. Here's Site 84. I like these two sites. I would probably take these if I ever come back here again. Nice flat spot back there. A couple of them for tents. What I do like about this park is there's water spigots. They look like this. And they're every other campsite or every 2 campsites. Site 87 is biker hiker only. You can see they have a tent pad. Okay, across the street we have Site 85. Pretty nice spot, backs up to 84. Okay, this is another Site 89 is hiker biker only. Site 86. This wouldn't be bad. Grass tent pad back here, a little hilly. This tent site, it definitely has a couple different slopes to it. Looks better than some of the other ones that are mostly rock. Here's Site 88. These are all on the inner loop, I guess, if you will, if you're driving in there on your left side. Again, it looks like the tent. A couple spots for tents in this one back there, and then possibly one by that log, but then you butt up to the site next to you. This is Site 90. This one might not be bad. Kind of an odd driveway, but you're right next to the pit toilet, and you have a grassy tent pad. Up by Site 93 is this pit toilet. Site 93, or a premium site, looks like. This wouldn't be bad. Actually, a big site. It's right by the trail, so there's one spot for a tent, possibly 2. A little flatter. What I've seen from 75 up till 93, these are primitive or premium basic campsites for tents. There's no power hookup or water hookups. There is a little bit of a hiking trail system here. The park's not very big, but I guess it goes along the park boundary and pops out down at the other side. We'll hike this later this afternoon. Trailhead is next to Site 92. Possibly a site up this way, although that's pretty rooty, rocky, and sloped. Your other alternative for tent setup would be here right by the road. Probably wouldn't recommend this site. Site 70, short driveway. Looks like you put their tents back here. So tent sites would be back here. It's a downward slope. It's like the old power supply panel. All right, Site 69. Again, short driveway. This one might be a stretch for anything. I would say this is your tent area right here, because there's not much to this spot. I would be a negative on this site here. Site 66, these next 3 or 4 sites, you can see they're pretty much all together. At least this one has a space for your tent. This is 66, 65, and 64. Okay, I misspoke. So 63, 65, 66. Yeah, these are the 3 that are all together. I'm going to show you from this angle. Here's spot 58. Pretty open site towards the back, looking towards the entrance. Have this big field here. Looks like somebody set up a cornhole. So this is site 50 through 54. Site 50. This is little. This may be more of a trailer spot. Yeah, it's got the power hookups in the back there. You can see the box. Site 51. Looks like they put some new fire pits in. Yeah, these are for like trailers. Here's Site 52. Here's 53. More of the same. Back here, like they have an extra parking area, so if you have extra vehicles. Right, here's Site 40. Again, trailer. Here's Site 55. Short driveway. This is a basic tent site. This wouldn't be bad. There's actually a lot of 2 big areas for tent, and they're relatively flat. Like there's a day use area next door. 49's got somebody on it, so I will not film. This is 48. Trailer, power. Same for 47. Site 47. 46 has somebody in it, so we won't film that. 45 has somebody in it. Right by 45 is another two toilets. Camp host is on Site 36. I think this one has showers. It just has toilets. Site 37. Again, trailer hookups. You possibly get a 10 on that one too. There is Site 43, trailer. Site 38 has someone in it. 39. And here is Site 41. You can't have a fire. The camp host does have it. It says $7 a bundle. There's an info kiosk here. When you come in from the ranger station, sites 1 through 27, I think they call that the south loop, and then sites 36 through 93 are to the right. All right, let's go take a look. There's Site 11. I'm gonna say trailer on. This is Site 13. So again, you have power hookups, water. There's actually a little place for a tent back there. That's a nice one. This is 12. This is a pull through. Definitely a trailer. 14, you're right by the toilet. Site 14, trailer only. Site 15 has somebody in it. 16. Site 17. Somebody is in 18, they have a trailer. Again, 19 on the south loop is a hiker biker. Next to it is where that trail comes out that we saw up by site 92. That's site 20. That's got a nice tent area back there. 22, big old tree. Check this tree out. And it's right on a creek. Again, on the south loop, there is absolutely no privacy. That's nice. Little creek right there. Site 21 had somebody in it, so I won't be filming. Site 23. I guess that's right where your tent would go because there ain't nowhere else for it unless you put it in between the two trees. Site 24. It's across the street. They got a tent set up in there. Got these trees. Look at this. Got these big old knots in them. How cool is that? 25. Got a couple rooms for tents here. One behind right here, and then one in the corner or next to the picnic table. Possibly one right here too. Site 26. Short driveway. This would be nice for a tent. Big spot back here. I really like that this creek runs through here. The bad thing about these is you can probably hear the road noise behind me on the 101. So it's really loud. Take a moment of zen for a second. Site 27. Yeah, this would be maybe a tent right there or right there. And you can see the toilets are right there. Looks like there's a random picnic table, maybe a day use. Again, another water spigot. Just took a peek inside the toilet shower. So there's one shower and then there's 4 toilet stalls on the south loop. That's the dump station right there. Here's spot 2, pull through, tent, possibly. A film spot 3. Next spot's all next to them, which is probably 4, 6, and 8 are all occupied, but they all look like this basically. Long driveway, power outlet. I'll probably put a trailer in here. Here's spot 5. Again, power hookups. Spot 7. Bad thing about these is you're right on highway. Definitely a trailer. Spot 9's got somebody in it. Trailer hookups. This is site 46. Again, power hookups. Site 61. You can see the sites all around you. A new fire pit, gravel, tent spot, maybe here or maybe in the back. I guess if you had a big group like the people that were here this weekend, they took these 2 spots. This would be a nice group site. All right, we're taking a walk on the little trail. It's very rainforesty feel to it. We popped out at a little, like a theater. Let's pop out here by site 19 or 21. We just crossed 101. They put a crosswalk in. You can hit the signal. We were lucky. 2 cars stopped, let us cross, so we ran. Profusely thank them. Most people were blowing through there. Day use area. You're on the Hood Canal. And there's like oyster shells and clam shells everywhere. We're not bringing the dogs out here because this is sharp stuff. We just had a fun, interesting experience where like a 40-foot fifth wheel comes up at our end and the sign says no vehicle over 20 feet. So we got him turned around. This spot 74, this wouldn't be a bad site. There were a big group here last night, but at least here the ground's flat. Here's site 64. I would probably say trailer on this one. I don't see any hookups here, so. Right, here's site 62. Tent would go right there. Site 60. It's a short driveway. This one might not be a bad idea if you come with other people and they take, I think 59's next to it. Site 59. This wouldn't be a bad one if you have a lot of tents. Good evening. Our air mattress is not holding the air like it should. Just finished dinner and doing the dishes, and we kind of started cracking up because we were both like, we should just pack up and go home. So that's what we're gonna do. We enjoyed our stay here at Potlatch. It's a really nice kept up park. They take good care of it. A lot of campsites are really no flat spot for tents, and the site was really rocky, where other sites are good just for trailers. I would recommend coming and checking it out. I enjoyed my stay here. Everybody checked out by 1 o'clock, and it's been peaceful here all day. It's been really quiet. I think we're the only ones up this far on the loop in the high numbers right now. For you fifth wheelers out there, you're gonna have to ask for a site like 64, 67 maybe. If you got a big fifth wheel, it ain't gonna fit in this park. Maybe down in the 40s for a trailer. The only con that we saw was our campsites around us had 10 cars and 20 people, made for long lines for the 2 toilets on our loop. You may have to walk to different toilets. The day use area is pretty nice. We ran into some Oregon firefighters from the U.S. Forest Service. Shout out to them. They said they were working the Lake Cashman fire over in the ONP, or the Olympic National Park. So we talked to them for a little bit. They were on break and getting ready to head back up. Thanks for watching. I think I'm gonna go on a backpack here trip in a couple weeks. So I'll see you then. Thanks.